Hello cat people, how are you today? I am Catlady Antigoni and today we are talking about 5 things that we need to stop doing at makeup. The idea for this video comes purely from personal experience. I'm guilty, I have done all the things that I'm gonna mention in the video, and the purpose is to try to help you or to try to make you think that you might want to stop them because otherwise you might ruin your skin, you might do something bad, for example to your eyes, to your lips and everything, and it's not healthy for you. You will understand later on what I'm talking about. Definitely, I don't want to preach you or something negative. I just want to say a friendly advice. I would like to put it like that. A little disclaimer here. My list is not gonna be mentioned according to the importance of the thing, so don't you think that the first is the most important and the fifth is the least important. I think that I have randomized this list as every list in my head. Like, I'm very bad at prioritizing things, so this is a typical example of that. And with this said, let's start the video. The first thing that I would like to mention is that we need to stop borrowing or sharing our makeup products. I know that you might have a palette that you have used it just once or twice and your friend might be, wow, I need this palette, and you know that you're not gonna use this again. So are you giving the palette to this friend, yes or no? Well, maybe with the palette, yes, but then when it comes to other products like mascaras or lipsticks or stuff like that, I would say no, because eyes in general are very sensitive and it can be quite bad if you borrow or share your mascara. And with lip products, I find it equally important to not borrow or lend lip products because you don't know what kind of bacteria the other person might have in their mouth, and you don't want to risk anything, like from herpes to a lot of bad stuff. And if I want to focus on something, I would like to mention like the liquid products, like products which are coming like in cream version or bullets or stuff like that, because in this version bacteria can grow a lot faster and they're considered more dangerous. And I started with the palette example on purpose because at this point I would like to mention that there is a way to clean a palette completely and make sure that you can give it to another person or take it from another person, and both you and the other person will be 100% safe. Well, not 100%, but very close to that. So basically you spray your palette with alcohol. Be careful there, not the alcohol that you might have in mind, the alcohol that you buy at the bars when you go out at night, not this. There is alcohol specifically for makeup with different, I don't know, ingredients, concentrations, something like that. I'm not a chemist, sorry, I cannot give you a lot of details, but there is alcohol for makeup. You can clean it with this and then you will be fine. Number 2, you need to stop applying makeup before you make sure that you have cleaned your face properly. Because if you do that, you probably have some oils that you don't want on your skin. So basically, no product is gonna work on your skin. And this is so unfortunate because in this way, you might have very nice and high-end products and whatever you can imagine, and nothing seems to work on your face. And this is bad because you will get disappointed and then your makeup will not last and everything will be kind of disastrous. And if you don't do that very simple step, you might have patches as well, you might have very bad stuff. So if you want to avoid, and if you want kind of to make your products shine on your face, not in the sense like to have shiny face, but to have the best out of your products, make sure that you're cleaning your face properly. And a bonus step, you moisturize your skin. I don't say like be oily and choose the most moisturizing skincare or creams out there, but find out about your skin type, choose the correct moisturizer and apply it after you clean the face and then do the makeup on it. Number 3, stop using expired products. Well, I'm guilty. I'm guilty about this, you know it, you have even seen me in this channel using expired products, but I'm fully aware of what I'm doing. I'm fully aware that this is bad, this might be bad, but I know my products, I know my skin, I know everything about me specifically. Of course, I would never use something expired on a client, on a friend, or something like that. But here I am to advise you, to make you kinda understand why is it bad. So let's say that I never have done that, and I'm gonna explain you the 2 types of expired that we can have on makeup. Okay, the first thing is that tiny jar that you can pretty much find at every single makeup product. And if you cannot see it, I'm gonna make sure that I will include pictures because this is a quite important topic, and I wanna make sure that you can understand me as clear as possible. So to make sure that we are on the same page, for this specific example, I'm gonna talk about Hourglass and Veil Translucent Setting Powder, just because it's the first powder that I could touch here from my desk. So this specific jar here, it says 12 months. What does this mean? This means that you can use the product for 12 months after you open it, and the product will be fine. It will be okay, it will not be expired, it will not be dangerous. Now, after 12 months, some bad things might happen. Maybe their formula might not be as good or sanitized as it was when you open it. Personally, when it comes to powders, I don't feel that you can only use them for 12 months or 6 months, whatever every product says, but this is my opinion. I would strongly recommend to look at this number and respect what it says. And if it says 12 months, yeah, then it's 12 months. After this, you need to throw this away to make sure that you wanna be fine and you will not have any unnecessary or unwanted infections. And here you might ask me, so if I do not unseal the product at all, if I keep it in its own packaging, never touching it, never open it, will it last forever? Well, no, it will not last forever. And how can you know that this product is expired if you haven't opened it? So this jar is not valid, right? Well, there is another number. I'm gonna show you again my powder here. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but it says PA79. Well, with this number, you can Google it at some specific makeup pages. I'm gonna make sure that I will leave everything down at the description box so you can go there, you can check your products, everything. As I said, you can go to these pages, you can put this code. Usually it's a combination of letters and numbers, and then you can also put the name of the brand. In this case, you can put Hourglass and PA79, and the web page says for how long you can keep this product, even if you haven't opened it, without it expiring. So it might be like 2 years, 3 years, definitely more than 12 months, because this is only if you open it. But again, even after 5 years, this will be considered expired. And then even if you haven't opened it after 5 years, or whatever it says, this is an example, okay? You need to throw it. Don't risk your health. Your health is more important than any makeup product, than any amount of money. Okay, so keep this in mind and please check all your products now, okay? Do this as a favor. Oh, I forgot to tell you about my makeup today. So I have already filmed a step-by-step tutorial for this makeup. It's actually a review of my Tinkerbell palette from Colourpop. I don't know if this is gonna be up while you see this video. If yes, I'm gonna leave a link up here, or if not, I'm gonna go back to this video when I'm gonna upload this, and I will add the link to the description box. Also, do you know what can you do in order to make sure that you're not gonna miss any of my future tutorials? Because in this channel I have body paint tutorials and face makeups and a lot of other fun stuff like this video today and some surprises that I cannot really talk about right now, but they are coming and I'm so excited. Anyway, you can always subscribe in order to make sure that you're not gonna miss any of these things. Also, I have an Instagram page. My Instagram is Catlady Antigoni. You can find it down here, you can go there, you can visit me, and if you feel, you can zoom in a little bit, you can see all the details of the makeup. Also, you can participate at some Q&As that I'm having every now and then, some ideas that I'm taking from you, and some other stuff. So, go there, find me, and don't forget to tag me or send me messages if you have questions or if you recreate my looks. Number 4, never sleep with your makeup on. Well, now I'm not talking about like if you're just wearing an eyeshadow, which is kind of bad, but it's not the absolute worst because it's just a powder and it's in a very limited space on your face, so nothing that bad can happen if you just leave it for one night. Basically, I'm talking about complexion products like foundations, concealer, cream products in general, because with these you're clogging your pores, they cannot breathe during night, your skin cannot regenerate, and this might cause some very bad effects. Like the short terms is to see some pimples, some bad stuff to your face. The long-term negative effects are basically that you might have wrinkles faster than you would have in general. So make sure that you're washing your first of all, you remove your makeup, and secondly, wash your face, and thirdly, do some skincare before you go to bed to help your skin regenerate and have all the nutrients that it needs. And now it's time for the Greek word of the day. In today's video, we are talking about things that we need to stop doing, when it comes to makeup at least. So, for today I chose to tell you the word for stop. So in Greek, we say stamatao. Say with me, sta-ma-ta-o. Stamatao. As always, I'm gonna ask you to try to write a comment down below, either using the word stamatao or tell me the word in your own native language. And I know this word might have variations in Greek in your own native language, so I would like to know all of them. Number 5, and the last point for today, is that we need to stop buying fake makeup. And now I get that you might be a little bit confused. What is fake makeup and what is dupes? Okay, I'm gonna explain it, I'm gonna make it so easy. So let's take the example of W7. W7 is specialized in making dupes. What is a dupe? Basically, imagine that you have a very expensive and well-known brand like Anastasia Beverly Hills, okay? And you cannot afford to buy Anastasia's palette. Then you go to W7 and you can find not the same palette, the same color scheme, not even the same quality, but with very low cost. For example, if the original palette costs around like $50, you can find the dupe with $15, which is a huge difference, especially if you don't have the money, right? What W7 is doing, I'm not gonna discuss the ethical part because I do not really agree, but when it comes to ingredients and when it comes to transparency, it's absolutely fine because you can find all the ingredients that W7 has used at their own palette. They do not claim that they are selling Anastasia, they are claiming that they are just selling the same colors and the same color scheme, which is not fine, but at least it's healthy. Like, you can put these shadows on your eyes and feel comfortable that you're not destroying anything. And that was the definition of a dupe. Now, what is fake makeup? Okay, let's say that I start my own business a little bit under the table, and I'm copying again the color scheme of one of Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. But instead of saying that this is Catlady Antigoni brand, I say that I'm selling Anastasia here. So I'm copying everything, even the ingredient list, although that I have used my own ingredients with very questionable hygiene rules and very low quality materials. I just copy everything, the packaging, the color scheme, the names, and I never reveal that I'm not Anastasia. I just sell Anastasia palette with like $5 instead of 50. And I'm not saying that I'm duping, I'm saying that this is the original product. So you cannot know what I have put in my own palette, because definitely, obviously, it's not Anastasia, right? So this can be very, very dangerous, because since you do not know the ingredients, these might be very, very harmful for your skin because they are not tested anywhere. And of course, I do not mean tested on animals, because you know how against I am on testing on animals things and policies and all this bad stuff. But I mean, they have been never tested in labs, so they can be very, very dangerous. And actually, this is a huge issue, and I can even do a specific video about fake products. I don't know how interested you are. Please leave a comment down below if you don't know about this. It's so important. I want to make sure that everyone will know. So basically, in rough lines, that's the thought and the story between all the fakes, and that's why we should stop buying them. They can be very, very dangerous. There are some very scary videos out there. I'm not gonna link anything, okay? I have seen them. I regret it. Like, I could even live by the info that fake makeup is dangerous. I could have believed that and continue happily in my life, okay? But I have done the mistake and saw these videos. They are horrible. The things that can happen to someone's face after they have used all these fake products are very bad. Okay, I'm not gonna give you any details, believe me, you don't need these in your lives. And that was it. That was our video for today. I hope that you found this video helpful. I hope that I kinda changed your view upon things. I would be very, very happy if you tell me what were the mistakes or, you know, some bad habits that you have when it comes to makeup, because I can definitely have a part 2 of this video. Like, it's so important, and I'm sure that I have forgotten things, so feel free to write down the comments. Thank you so much for being here with me today. See you on Tuesday with a face makeup. Until then, bye bye!